Yep, you read the title. I'm just about to finish my 10th grade, or sophomore year in high school, and yeah, looking back on it, my ninth grade year was terrible, I'm not gonna lie. We have to explain this, I have to start at the beginning, the genesis, the beginning. We gotta go back to 8th grade. I was in a very small public school. You know, it was like about 100 kids, and the high school I'm currently in has a couple thousand kids. So yeah, it was definitely like a major upsize from what I had. Let's see. Anyway, so during the summer we turned in my application to go to this high school, and we went to the lady, and she said, keep this in mind, people. She said I was registered. She said I was perfectly. She said I was gonna go in perfectly. All lickety split. All, wow, let's go, yeah. So fast forward to September. I don't really remember the date. It was like the beginning of September. I go to school. I get dressed, brush my teeth, take a shower, eat. Go to my dad drives me to school. Actually, no, my mom does. It was one of them. I'm dropped off at school. I walk up. I go to my lunch. I go to the lunch room to try and find my couple friends I had from the old school I went to. And yeah, I find them. And then maybe 10 minutes go by. The one principal guy says, "All right, we're all ninth graders. Go and get their schedules in the main commons." So I go to get my schedule, and the guidance counselor, she can't find it. She doesn't know where it is. And so she decides to take me to her office. And after a little bit of digging, she finds out I wasn't registered. Yep. That even though they said I was registered, I was all good, they didn't get me registered. Yep, that was very interesting. Yeah, I was like, that makes me so angry. Because the teachers, they always talked about, oh, you gotta be responsible. You gotta be extra responsible. Yet they can't even keep my registration papers. Double standards, people. Yep. It was like, the paper was about like that thick. How do you lose a paper like that? We turned in the paper. We did nothing wrong, by the way. We literally went to check on the person. We went to check with them, and they said I was registered. And apparently I wasn't. To this day, I still don't know what just happened. Oh, that makes me so infuriated. Anyway, my dad was furious. They called him up, and he was like screaming at them. They're like, how'd you lose this? What the hell? And my friends are like, oh, bro, what happened to Brand? What happened, bro? Like, they pulled me out, like, when they were like going over the rules and stuff to like, you know. And my dad, he had to come from from work to sign registration papers to get me registered again. Yeah, he was not happy in the slightest. He was like, so, oh, keep in mind, this wasn't like the first day of school. Like, they have like the ninth graders, like all the ninth graders come and get their schedule, and then they find their classes. And so for when the actual first day of school starts, they know where all their classes were. And guess what? I didn't have that day because they forgot my registration papers. So I didn't know where any of my classes were. So I was running around the school trying to find my classes. I didn't know where anything was. So yeah, that was an experience. Luckily the hall monitors were pretty cool, and they showed me where to go, but I'm just saying I shouldn't have had to deal with that. Oh, and by the way, my schedule was at the most terrible thing ever. It was so bad. I had 2 periods of algebra the first two periods of class. Like the first two periods. Period 1, algebra. Period 2, algebra. Right after, I had gym. Gym, English, Spanish, too. Frick. I think I had, no, it wasn't, oh, I had art, lunch, science, and global. Yeah, that schedule was trash. And guess what? Not a single one of my friends was in those classes, so I was all alone. Through about the first 2 quarters of the semester, I was completely alone. I had nobody, absolutely nobody, because no one I knew was in my classes, so I had to make friends. And that was an experience. It really was. I was just that one guy in the back who didn't know anybody. Yeah, that was bad. Alright, yeah, lunch was terrible since it was so packed and I had to sit alone because I had no idea where to, I had nobody. But it did get better slightly. It did get better because, this one kid, he invited me over to his table, and I actually, like, and, because, like, he felt bad for me, I guess, I don't know. We, like, had, like, each other's classes and, like, art, and we talked to each other and stuff, and, you know, he took me over to his lunch table, and I actually got to meet people for, I think this is, like, it had to be, like, second or third quarter? I think it was second. It was, like, in the mid-second quarter. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Gym was terrible since it was third period, and, yeah, it was not good. It was not good. Not good at all. Because I had nobody in gym, and it was third period, so I'd freaking smell like garbage for the rest of the day. I mean, yeah, I had to, like, bring deodorant to, like, and it didn't, like, if you have gym, like, in the first few periods of the day, that sucks, and that really ruins your day. Because people are gonna think you don't care about your hygiene and stuff, like, bro. Freaking, algebra wasn't, oh my god, algebra in the morning, bro. In the morning. The first 2 periods of class. Oh, and, I gotta, like, mention this, like, we have, in our school, we have, like, 2 days, day 1 and day 2. Usually on day 2s, you get your study hall, like, so on day 2, I would have my study hall second period, and, my lab, like, right after. So, yeah, I had study hall second period, which is completely dog shit. It's completely terrible. Yeah. I had no time to do it. I couldn't do homework. It sucked, bro. It really did. Yeah. Frick, what else are we gonna talk about? I mean, art was actually the highlight of my day. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, cause like I actually met people and I actually knew people, and yeah, lunch was actually a highlight too, cause it was like once I was invited over, it wasn't too bad. It was pretty fun actually. Algebra wasn't too bad. It was, if it wasn't in the morning, it would have been perfect, cause like algebra was pretty easy for me. I'm not gonna lie. Geometry is on a completely different level. It is impossible. If you are a 9th grader and you're going into 10th and you're excited about taking geometry, you're gonna have a rude awakening. Geometry sucks. That's a whole nother video, actually. I should make another video about geometry. Oh, I hate geometry. Alright, anyway. Yeah, frick, science, earth science, it was, second to last period. Wasn't too bad. I knew absolutely nobody in there. So, yeah, that was also an experience, because I was just this quiet kid in the corner, bro. I was, like, it's, yeah, it wasn't too good. Yeah, there's, like, actually, yeah, it was, like, I didn't have the best teacher in earth science either. Like, I understood what she was talking about, but then she didn't really, like, she just wasn't a good teacher. I wish I had, like, a different, I wish I could, like, remake my schedule in ninth grade. It would have made my life slightly better. It would have made my ninth grade year infinitely better if I got to, like, make my schedule. Algebra in the morning, gym right after. Oh, yeah, oh. No, I think global was actually a major highlight in my day, because I actually met, like, some really, really good people in global, and we got to, like, talk and stuff. It was fun, because, like, global is like a free class. We get, well, once we're done, we can just talk about random stuff like anime or Transformers. Yeah. Homework. Homework sucked too. It really did. I hate homework. In ninth grade, it was bad. Oh, and eighth period, earth science. Yeah. I didn't, like, I sat in, like, the front, bro. It was bad, next to, like, this, like, a group of girls. Yeah, it was, like, I sat directly, I was in the blast zone of getting called on by the teacher. If you're ever in the front, like, the front middle row, it's bad. It's terrible. Oh, and we had assigned seating, so I couldn't really change it. It's like every quarter we get a new seat. So, yeah. And I was always in the front because, like, I couldn't see very well. So, yeah. I didn't like being in the middle, though. But whatever. I think probably the highlight in earth science was getting, like, chosen from a group, because I was actually decently smart in that class. It was a bunch of group of girls, and it wasn't too good, because around, like, back then, how I wasn't too good at socializing with women, so it didn't really end too well, and I learned many valuable lessons from that. I'm still not that great at socializing with girls either, you know. Yeah, my riz is garbage. I'm not gonna lie. You know, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? As long as you try. I'm so glad ninth grade was over. Yeah, I know this isn't my typical video. I usually yap about Transformers and show off my cool collection, which you should definitely, like, praise in the comments below. Just saying. Anyway, that's about it. Ninth grade sucked. 10th grade was slightly better. I may make a video about 10th if this does really well, so drop a like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.